What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. I think you're going to like this phone call during this video. We have a new commercial client, literally right around the corner from our office here in Woodmere at 1010 Central Avenue. They have multiple structures on this property, 3 in total. And the service call is they want to know if the gas meter and the gas piping is enough to bring in, they want to do some cooking, right? Let's just say I started recording halfway into the conversation. We have one gas meter in one building. The client's father, who is a contractor, is going to run the line and dig. They want to go overhead, down, and then they'll dig, and we'll put underground piping and bring gas piping to another building, which is a separate address. That makes, because they want to put in 2 griddles, a stove, an oven, and da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, huh? So I think I handled it in the right way, and we'll see if we get future calls from them. But I'm not going to get involved in a shit show. Check this out.
4 deep fryers, skillet, not a skillet, 4 deep fryers, a range,
okay,
and a grill and a griddle. Yeah.
Okay, I need to know BTUs. How many BTUs you need? All right, naming appliances doesn't help me. I need to know BTU load or total BTU load for the appliances that you want to connect to natural gas, because that will determine the size of the pipe that's needed in order for me to be able to quote this for you.
Oh, okay, fine, no problem. Okay, so you know what I'll do is just a quick Google to see what equipment I got. I'll tell you in a second. That's not a big deal.
It's gonna be more than a second, but okay. Well, call. Please call the tenant at the car wash and let them know that I'm here. I need to see the gas meter, and then
fine, that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm gonna call him right now. Okay, now the next thing is I want to tell you, how does it work? Like, I don't know much about Nassau County. We don't live there. We live in Brooklyn. But how does it work in terms of like when you pull out a permit and you know, getting a sign of like this? Does it take longer than Brooklyn, or it goes pretty quick?
So you have multiple structures on multiple lots, correct?
Yeah. Is that yeah?
And you want to take gas from one address location and bring it to a different address location. Am I getting it correct?
Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
So it's not gonna happen.
Okay. So what is the other option then? Let me hear.
You would have to submit a gas service application with National Grid for a commercial service, and then they would bring in the gas from the street to your building, and then we would run gas from the street, you know, from the building new meter bar to the appliances of what you have.
So we got to do it the religious way. We can't just like.
Well, you listen. You asked the process, and it is to your benefit to follow code and follow the you know.
Of course, I only want to follow code. That's
yes.
what I told you. Of course,
so if you have yes. So what you originally had asked is like, let's take the gas from one building, one address, and bring it to a whole other location, which is not that far, right? We're only talking maybe a couple hundred feet, but it's we still have to leave. The gas service has to leave one building and go to the next, which is a totally different like structure. Now, if it was one property, right? Yes, we would be able to do that. But if you have, let's say, 123 Elm Street, and you want to bring gas next door to 121 Elm Street, right? That you're not gonna be able to do that unless you bring in a gas service from the street.
Correct. But listen to one little small factor. I don't know if this makes a difference to you, but you have to understand that both buildings are one deed. Does that change the rule or no? Or not necessarily?
It's gonna come. Listen, regardless of what because you have different addresses here, right? You have, hypothetically, you have 101 and you have 103, right? And the fact that you want to bring gas from one building to another and they're different lots, that is going to complicate things. And you may be able to do it, but you're going to have to go through the application process with the building department, and you may need a variance, and it may complicate make complex things. Like, I don't know what these buildings are zoned for. All I know is that this other property, which is the garage, you may not be able to bring in gas there for that. You may need to rezone it. You say you want to do cooking there. You may need to rezone it for cooking. You know, a takeout, like, restaurant type of deal. And you maybe open up yourself a can of worms. I don't know. Right? But you want to do things, everything.
What do you mean, Cam? I want to do everything legal. So
okay, so you need to hire an architect and a general contractor. Okay, so if you have that, I wouldn't be here.
No, but you know what he told me? He goes, I don't do plumbing. He goes, you got to get your own.
Okay, so where's your architect?
His name is Flum. Shmuel Flum is his name.
Okay, so you need to reach out to him and tell him what you want to do and ask him how we need to proceed.
Oh, you mean, okay, now I understand. So basically what you're telling me is after he does all his legwork, then I call you in? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, because he's the architect. And if you need to get a mechanical engineer in, to size everything, you're going to need that. Okay, forget about using Google for BTU loads, right? You want to do everything with permits and legit. You're going to need a mechanical engineer here to design everything, because you're going to need a fire suppression system for the cooking facilities. You're going to need everything. Okay, this is not as simple as digging a trench that your father's going to dig from one building to another so the plumber can run gas piping and have a nice day. It's not going to work that way.
I got it. So before I do anything, I got to tell my architect to do all the filing. Is that correct?
To get approvals, yes.
Okay, and then after approvals, then we activate.
Then we could file.
Okay, so before approvals, there's no
yeah, no. You need to crawl before you. Okay. You need to be born before you can crawl.
No, 100%. How long do approvals take? Like a month?
No. You're gonna need to talk to your architect. I outside of my realm of expertise. Okay, I don't deal with that.
I got it.
Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna delete this service call. You gave you some free advice. Okay, we're down the block. You can't miss me. I'm the building with all the flags in front of it on Central Avenue. Okay.
Central and what? And Woodmere.
I'm literally right around the corner. Central and Irving. Literally right around the corner.
Okay, fine. No problem. But listen, let me ask you a question. If my dad wants to call you soon, could he call you?
Listen, if we're gonna spend more time on this, I'm gonna start billing for my time. Just so you know.
No, I don't care to pay you. I know not cheap money, but
okay, very good. If you want to call, we could brainstorm together. But you need to talk to your architect and get approvals in place.
Okay, I got it. I understand you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. God bless, brother.
After that, I'm going to give you a call.
Yes.
No
okay, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Oh my God. And ladies and gentlemen, when Lochinvar brought me and my wife to their factory and training facility in Lebanon, Tennessee, they also gave us a basically all expenses paid weekend in Nashville. And the wife and I, we did some touring there, and we went to this place at the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville. Beautiful, beautiful place. And across or inside the building is an organization called Hatch Show Print. That's the name of the company, Hatch Show Print. And we signed up for one of those tours. It's a working tour, but they make movie posters and show posters for over 100 years, and they do it well over 100 years. And they use those presses pour the ink on the roller, things like this. So anyway, they mostly work with artists and do concert things like that. But I was like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'll make something on a piece of paper, nice card stock. What's really cool about them is that they they carve your design into wood, and they use that to create a finished product. And I commissioned their services, and I think this looks pretty epic. I really do think this looks pretty epic, and I'm going to put it up against the Home Depot Rheem water heater there, and I think that's awesome. We have nice card stock here. It says Mikey Pipes Pipe Doctor Plumbing, Heating, Cooling. There's that logo, which has a striking resemblance to this logo right here, our stickers. Right? See that? Striking resemblance. It was a copy. They carved that into wood. Someone spent hours carving or transferring that sticker, that logo file, into that right there. Hours carving that into wood. And I'm going to keep it real. I wanted to copy the AOC, you know, Angelexa, whatever, Ocasio-Cortez, her thing with Viva, you know, Cuba, right? Same thing. But even though I hate AOC, I think she looks like a rodent. And I think she should be, you know, thrown out of Congress. But there it is. Make the trades great again. So we have a limited run of 100 of these. We're going to do some giveaways. I'm going to give away a lot of them. If you're interested in purchasing any of them, with shipping, $35. I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to put it into a tube, and you'll go get it. $35. Details in the description box down below. It's pretty awesome. See, it's legit. It's a very thick paper stock there. It's pretty awesome. And we're going to have a giveaway over the next few weeks. But limited run on this commissioned poster. Mikey Pipes, make the trades great again. Let's go, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to buy any, you have to go into the description box down below. You can Zelle or Venmo or CashApp me $35. If you live in the United States, I will put it into a mailing tube and I'm going to mail it to you. $35. What are you waiting for? Do it now.